Today we're gonna be doing some body work on Cousin George. Sometimes you gotta make little things a little bit worse in order to make them a little bit better, you know? Sometimes you gotta like, give it a little. Oh yeah, he's straightening himself out right now. Prepping for paint. Look at that. Now we're down to the bare minimum. We get started with our Bondo.
Mike, we bought a passenger fender, not a driver fender.
Alright, everybody. We were just playing. Got a fresh fender for Cousin George. It is time to hop back on Georgie. Taking a break from my 240 for now. Cousin George has been sitting here patiently waiting. He's getting spoiled today. So, we have a brand new fender. This one, I don't know, somebody went a little crazy on
Something happened last night or this morning, or we came in and it was just banged up.
Butchered. Yeah, but the rust down there, and this one was kind of bacon stripped out here, so might as well replace that. I also got these super funky things. Where'd I put them? Right here. I don't want to go too crazy.
It's like Georgie's high heels.
Oh, dude, Georgie's got some high heels. Check this out. Georgie's heels. So both of these are completely rusted out. Miatas are notorious for rusting the sills out. So we got a little bit of camouflage. Ba-bam.
Oh,
Smack that on
yeah, dude.
You'll never even know. We can fix it eventually, but I don't actually think it'll look that bad. Maybe I'll do another like a side skirt thing that goes from the front to the back, just kind of rides along it.
Yeah, but get some like
dude, we'll go to Home Depot.
Yeah, you know exactly what I'm thinking.
It's exciting. But these were $60, which is 60% of the cost of George, but that's okay.
We got to total him up soon.
He's about $1,000 now. So, gotta try and sell some more stuff off of him. Ben's gonna fill up this little antenna hole we got going on here. It's just kind of butt plug right here. And then this would be super nice to have one uniform thing. Oh yeah, Ben's gotta fix some more stuff. He's a big welder guy. We got this here, and some stuff there, but there's some little holes here and there on George. And then we can start prepping for paint. Stop blowing hose and bullshit. Alright, we're gonna smack this fender on real quick. I think this is gonna do more than I expect. And I know it's not gonna be color matched yet, but this fender, I'm just so used to it being bacon that anything is better than this. The rust on the back, no bueno. Now the only thing I'm worried about is how many fender bolts are gonna snap, because that is pretty inevitable.
Meanwhile,
we're gonna plug his holes and.
This man's got more holes than a freaking strip club, dude. You need to relax.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna plug them up. We're gonna start there, and then eventually get to some more holy holes. And Mike says he's gonna get me on that body status and fix the rest of this. So
yeah, we're gonna have to do some real body work today. All you kids take notes, because we only do things correctly around here.
So today you're gonna learn how to fill your holes, kids.
Oh my lord, you're gonna get us demonetized. Alright, so we have our first problem. The fender mounts to the bumper up there, and if you see right here, that's supposed to be a nut. This is where the bumper and the fender mount to the body itself. That's the nut. There's not much of a nut left, so I'm gonna have to get some arts and crafts going here. And by that, I mean cutting and grinding. I will be auctioning off this fender to the highest bidder. You make a bid on this video, you could walk away with one Georgie fender. Pew, 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 pew. Okay, we have new fender. Survey says doesn't work. Yeah, not too shabby. This fitment's about as expected. This is a giant gap as expected. This isn't that bad, and I just have to attach it down there. Not too shabby.
Figure after my phone fell over and everything, I'll give you guys an update. So, got Georgie plugged up a little bit in his butt. So now we're down here working on this. Did my usual cut a template out of cardboard. I got my metal piece, grind to fit it, weld it. I'm probably gonna keep it heavy so I can hammer it over or grind it down while it's on there and then weld it to the arc. Because I don't feel like remaking this arc, and I'm not good at what I'm doing right now. And yeah, so I'm going to try to go the easy route, but it's probably going to end up being harder and worse, but we will find out. Just figuring out what's left of them and what's not left of them, really.
There's not a lot. I mean, he needs some more boogies. By the end of the day, Georgie's going to be looking pretty fresh. I went to the house to go pick up some Bondo that I had lying around for probably a year or two, and I found a pretty cool pair of parts that Georgie can have. The artiste.
Masterpiece.
So, just got back. I got all the Bondo that George could ever need, just kind of kicking around. I'm hoping it's still good because it's like 2 years old. I also found a pretty cool upgrade for Georgie that I'm gonna show you guys right now. Got some fresh, old school turn signal intake. So that's the turn signal, and then this is just like an air intake. Just had these sitting around and figure, why not put them on? George is here for a good time, not a long time, right?
Yeah, that's what we're all here for. A good time, not a long time, huh? Why?
I don't know, because this is gonna rust again, but like,
Oh, yeah.
by the time it starts rusting, we got bigger problems.
In my videos, I told everyone, I'm not worried about my bacon, my ways
Oh,
here,
dude.
because you're just gonna...
Yeah,
all over.
the Bondo is gonna take over. So
You might as well just get a paintbrush with that Bondo and
a
just
paintbrush? No,
lather
we need
them
a
down.
freaking shovel, dude. Get a snow shovel. I ain't using no paintbrush. You need more than that. Also, I'm gonna slap these little fellas on. They go in the corners. Ready? 3, 2, and just like that, we got these little fellas, and we got these little fellas, and we got a new fender. Oh man, Cousin George is hip and new. All the new cool kids, they love George.
Yeah, you guys love George.
I hate how much you guys like George. Oh man, but
I get a tetanus shot every time I work on this guy.
Yeah, pretty much. Ben is back over here playing because there's
The plate game.
The plate game, because there's nowhere to Bondo because the fix we did here, it's not attached at the bottom.
No.
So we need to make sure it's attached, or else the Bondo is just gonna crack immediately. Oh yeah.
Well, there's something there now.
There is something, and that's all we can ask for. So basically, on the other side of George, we have more cancer. And I don't want to cut out too much of it, because it's just gonna keep rusting, really. So we have big chunk cut out here, and there's a layer on the inside that's kind of bopped up pretty good too, and it just keeps going upwards. So I'm thinking kind of cut it where I marked it there, and then just whee, and then we'll have to do some magic here. Ben's gonna take over, and he's gonna make a little template and try and fix that rusty hole. And oh Jesus! Knock everything over. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna start doing Bondo. I don't wanna.
All right, right, here we are. Yep.
I don't want to do it. I don't want a Bondo. Bondo sucks, man. All right, well, I'm going to post up right here and enjoy a time lapse of me sanding for the next like 10 to 15 seconds, which will be quick and easy for you guys to watch, but it will be probably a painful 45 minutes of my life. So, alrighty, let's go. He looks like a everlasting gobstopper. There's so many layers of primer and paint and Bondo and...
What do we got going on here? Oh, it looks like a marble countertop.
This isn't gonna hold properly, but I'm just gonna goop it. And at the same time, I'm like doing this, I'm like, I'm not painting this whole car. Like,
I bet you Georgie's got more hours in a body shop than he does on the streets.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. But like, all of this, it took me 80 grit to get the paint.
I mean, it doesn't help that the paint's like 120 grit as is.
Yeah, no, the paint's like 60 grit, dude. It's bad. Like, I'd have to, the whole car would have to be hit like that, and it might, but we're gonna paint this car right. But at this point, I might just get some bed liner and just let it go, dude.
Just another little patch panel for us.
Nice. So we've got 1 patch, 2 patch, 3 patch, 4. So that will require more Bondo, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
This sucks. I put on Bondo glass, which is like fiberglass reinforced Bondo, and it's, I don't know how old it is. It was brand new though, brand new. It's been sitting here for a long time, and Bondo cures relatively fast.
Looks like Georgie pooped himself again.
Georgie must have pooped himself, but yeah, so none of this cured.
It's like when you change a diaper and the kid shits in it right after you change it. That's literally how Mike feels right now.
Yeah, it's still wet, Ben. It's not gonna cure. I'm gonna go buy a new Bondo so I don't have to deal with this again. But none of this is gonna cure. This sucks, dude. Come on, George. You're really killing me now. I can't tell if it's hardening super slowly, but I don't think it's gonna harden correctly. So regardless, I'm gonna have to wait until that dries and then sand it again or wipe it, or I don't know. I can't really wipe it off any better, but I will be getting some brand new Bondo, OG Bondo, so I don't have any accidents. I've got so many Bondos, but they're all old, so I'm not risking it for a biscuit. We're gonna make this happen correctly. At least Ben's crack-a-lacking over here.
Got an arc going of some sort.
Oh, dude, he's got his little panel in there.
So I'm gonna trim it down more, obviously, so we're not hitting the tire and stuff. But they get the idea.
Yeah. So he's playing artiste over here. So not too bad.
Sculpting away.
I called it a night last night after dealing with this. I let it dry. Luckily, it did eventually harden. It just made me nervous. I didn't want to deal with it not hardening, so I wiped it off. Not sure why it took so long, but it took a few hours, and Bondo usually takes like 15-20 minutes in order to set correctly. So I am gonna get some fresh Bondo on this panel today. I'm gonna sand this first. I gotta get all this shit off that I put on yesterday and get to Bondoing. I'm gonna hit the bare metal spots with self-etch primer before I add any Bondo. Some people say you want to add the Bondo right to bare metal. I'm gonna put some self-etch just because it eats into the metal and makes it so it doesn't rust. So. sucks. There's so much Bondo. I gotta come up with a game plan because I'm not painting this car correctly. It's not happening. I wanna do something funky, and I'm trying to think. If you guys have any ideas of how to paint Georgie, like, it's hard for me to even express how... I leaned up against the web Bondo. It's on my knee. Anyway, the whole car is so bad. Oh, man. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. If you guys have any cool ideas on how to paint Georgie, I want something funky. Something people don't do that is imperfect, you know? Because Georgie is a work of art. We don't want perfection. Georgie wants to look cool from like 100 feet away. All right, folks, I'm Dusty. George is dusty. I'm over it, and this is the final product. I know it doesn't look like much, but this was hours of sanding and killing myself with toxins, because Bondo. Overall, the shape of it don't look too bad. I mean, it's not perfect. You can't get all these. I'm not gonna fill all these in with Bondo so it looks perfect, because odds are this car is gonna get beat down. And realistically, if it looks good from 40, 50 feet away, that's all we're looking for here.
Hey, Mike, Georgie sounds a little funny today. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, give him the bent down tip. Those hot boy points.
I am done doing Bondo for the next week, at least. I don't want to play with Bondo anymore. I've had my fair share of Bondo moments, but oh my God, George is bad. George is really bad. I didn't get it perfect. I don't want it to be perfect, because I could easily spend another week just trying to get this Bondo and the body lines looking correct on George, but I don't want to. It's a lot of effort. I want to put out videos to you guys, and at the same time, we are going to put this car in the track. It'd be super fun to do a track day, like a regular track day. I've never done that in my life, so I think Georgie doing that would be super fun. And also, Georgie's going to have a number of drift days, so I'm gonna call it a day for now. We have lots of stuff to do. I'm thinking of crazy paint designs, things to be done to George. So, got a lot of ideas, and not sure which one's gonna get done, but you guys just subscribe and find out. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all you guys. I know we don't have very many subscribers or views on this channel, but the people who do watch, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, and I'll see you later.